Hi, welcome to the show. Today I want to talk to you about different film formats. Film is sold basically in two different formats. Half of this table is roll film and this here is sheet film. Roll film comes in canisters or rolled up, or sheet film which comes cut in sheets of film. The most used formats are on this table right now, and they're 35 millimeters, 120 film and 220 film, and sheet film 4x5, 8x10, and I don't have any 5x7. First I want to talk about 135 film, also known as 35 millimeter film. It comes in these plastic containers, and inside the container you got your canister which holds your film. This film pulls out and loads in your camera, and as you're shooting it exposes. Then you rewind it and it comes back into the little canister, put it back in your little container, and you can ready to develop it. This is the most known film. It's been used for years. You also have it in bulk, which comes in 100 feet rolls. This film you bulk load yourself, which means you buy your own canisters or you recycle canisters and you load it with a film loader. This is a cheaper way to shoot 35 millimeter film, and it keeps costs down. 35 millimeter film usually exposes 24 by 36 millimeters, but you also have special cameras like the X-Span or the wide looks that shoot panoramics. Some old point and shoots had panoramic mode that would crop inside that 36 by 24 frame. But then we have the 120 film, which is mostly used in professional graded cameras. You got them individually packed, like you can see here. There's an old roll of AGFA, and there's a roll of Ilford HP5. And you also have these pro packages with 5 rolls. Inside either box, you have your film and its wrapper. Once you open the wrapper, you've got the rollout and it has a backing paper. You won't see the film like you do in 35. This film, you load it into your camera, and the film will start coming out as the backing paper advances in a light sealed container, which would be your camera. This film shoots 6x45, 6x6, 6x7, 6x8, 6x9, 6x12, 6x15, 6x17, depending on what camera you're using. Also, you can go up to 6x24 in some cameras. The most used is 6x45, 6x6, 6x7, and 6x9. This film, when you finish it, it ends up backing into another empty spool which is left in the camera when you finish a roll. Then you're ready to develop it. And last, you have sheet film. Sheet film comes in cardboard boxes. Usually you have a cover and a back, and there's an inside little box that keeps the light from coming inside and it fogging your film. Inside, depending on the brand, you either have tin foil or plastic bag. That keeps the film away from humidity and dust. This film mostly comes in 4x5, 5x7, and 8x10. 8x10 being exactly 4 times as big as 4x5, which means bigger equipment and more expense towards shooting. Also, you have some other formats. Those other formats are known as being rare or ultra large format, and those are usually not easy to buy at stores. Ilford usually does an ultra large format and rare format run once a year. The minimum is only 1 box. Also, Kodak through Can-Ham cameras will do custom orders, but you gotta fulfill the special order price tag. Once you've exposed your large format, you can use empty boxes to put it in and label it as exposed film. Keep it for your lab, keep it for your darkroom. If you're new to large format and you don't have any empty boxes, you can ask at your lab, or I've used the new box to store my new unexposed film with my exposed film. All I do is slide the exposed film under the foil or the plastic so I don't mix it up. You gotta be very careful with this kind of film because you will expose twice or not expose and develop, and it's very pricey to do so. Now that I've told you about some of the most common films, there are also some other formats. You've got 110, 127, you've got 620, and some other formats. You got some Polaroid film, which is no longer made by Polaroid, but it's made by Fuji. You got the Fuji FP series, and you got the Fuji Instax series. Now that I've talked to you about the different films, I want to show you how it looks when you've developed it and you've put it in your sleeves on my light table. Now I'm going to show you the film on the light table developed. This is 35mm color negative, and this is 35mm black and white. Now here you have 120 film. This is slide film in a 6x6 format. You can see the size difference between the 35 and the 120 film. Now you can see the difference between medium format and 4x5 sheet film. Now that we're on sheet film, I'm going to show you different sizes. This is 4x5, this is 8x10, 8x10 color negative film, and now we're going to go into ultra large format. This is an 11x14 X-ray film, which is another film you can buy if you're trying to shoot large format on the cheap, and I'll talk about it in future episodes, but you can see the size difference between this and the 8x10. And last but not least, I have some 12x20 film, black and white. Here you can see it doesn't even fit the light table. So that's all for today. I really hope you enjoyed.